Spoilers up to chapter 1142 of One Piece. If you're not caught up, then scroll on. And if you are caught up, I'm sure you know what we're about to talk about here. So all the Gunko theories. Was she a part of the Revolutionary Army? Is she just another Celestial that ended up in the Holy Knights? Or is she some kind of low-born child that still ended up getting picked up by the Holy Knights and turned into what she is today? Or even crazier, what if this is Ginny, Bonnie's mom? There's a lot here, so let's get into it. I'd like to start with the Ginny theory first. And honestly, I'm not so sold on it. Yes, she wears goggles, but other than that, at least bare minimum, the hairstyle here is different, and we really just don't have enough to actually connect them. Now, maybe if we were to see a truly colored panel of Gunko and see that Gunko's hair was pink like Ginny's is, then maybe we would have a better connection, but we don't have that yet. And the story goes that she apparently died from the same disease that Bonnie had. If she survived from the sapphire scale disease, then that implies a lot of things. First off, the entire sacrifice that Kuma made to be able to find a cure for that was pointless. The government already had it or was very close to already having a heal for it. And that just means that the government was hiding the cure from Kuma the whole time. Which is crazy and not something I would put past the government, but doesn't seem to make as much sense narratively. The next one is that she is from the Revolutionary Army. And now there's two sides of this. Either she is a mole and she's still working for the Revs, but she's undercover. Or potentially she was maybe taken from them as a very young child and then now has been indoctrinated within the Holy Knights. Either way, the theory mainly is put together simply by the fact that a lot of the revolutionaries tend to have goggles on their hats. Which, I mean, it's a cool aesthetic and it does seem very iconic as far as the Revs are concerned. But is that enough to say that Gunko is definitely a revolutionary? I don't think so. Another interesting point that I think I saw Saiga Runner pointing out earlier today is the way she speaks in general. Her saying, a member of the common rabble, receiving a chance to join the ranks of the god is a miracle one can only dream of, and we are offering you that miracle now. If she was actually an undercover agent, I don't feel like she'd be leaning as heavily into the type of speech she seems to use in almost every scene we've seen her in. She absolutely has the god complex that all the celestial dragons seem to have as well. She genuinely feels like she is above the common people. And yeah, you gotta play the part if you're undercover, but it seems like she's just playing it a little too well, you know what I'm saying? And this all brings me to what my theory on what's up with Gunko is. I think Gunko was a relatively low-born person. She's already experienced what it's like to be a commoner, or somebody below the Celestials, and she got a chance to join their ranks. And she's incredibly proud of that title and very, very eager to use that against other people. At the end of the day, I think she's just a kid who's been indoctrinated by the Holy Knights, who's not directly connected to anybody that we know right now, but hey, who knows? As always, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want some more long-form theory crafting content, I have uploads weekly over on the Red Play Button app based on each chapter. And we do live streams every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go over the chapter together. Cheers.